Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Dragonball Nation. Now today I'm going to be doing a discussion on the recent episode 5 for Dragon Ball Super. I didn't really feel like putting together a review because there really wasn't much to say. It was really just a retelling of the part of Battle of Gods. Spoiler alert here guys. The part of Battle of Gods where Beerus lands on King Kai's planet and Goku fights him, and they just extend that into a 22-minute episode, which there's nothing really to say and it's not really worth my time doing a review. Even though it was enjoyable, I liked it better than the last two episodes we had. This video is going to be discussing the animation that was presented to us in this video. Now, I'm not sure if the other guys have been doing these videos. I'm sure many of them may have. I actually have not looked, but at my perspective here, I feel like maybe I can come to some sense of this. I'm not trying to defend it, and I'm also not trying to attack. Well, I'm attacking it a little bit to poke fun at it because, you know what, me and my friends were all joking about the animation in this episode because it was pretty god-awful at times. And I'd like to think that, well, there's many people actually would think that this is just because of the fight scenes. As you guys can see on the images I've been displaying here, they think that this is just because of the fight scenes, and that may be true. Maybe all the fight scenes in the series could look like this, but if you guys remember back in the first episode, the fight between the Snake and Goten and Trunks looked great. Very high quality. Maybe that's because it was episode 1. But the thing is, animation in this episode just wasn't that stellar across the board. It wasn't just combat related. There's some scenes where nothing's happening, and the animation just looks kind of crap, to be quite honest. There's a scene where Goku's charging Beerus, which obviously is a fight scene, but it's a close-up shot, and it's an extended shot of him punching at Beerus, and it goes on for about 3 to 4 seconds, and it's very close up, and the animation looks pretty off-putting there. Even for nothing really happening. It's almost like a still frame with some moving backgrounds. No reason in 2015 that we should have animation like this. It's a little bit disappointing, to be quite honest. Now, it is possible that, obviously this is going to be one of the few episodes that has somewhat lackluster animation. And there are some good bits with Super Saiyan 3 Goku, even though it looked like they're ripped right out of Battle of Gods. And I wasn't too big of a fan of the new electricity design, if you guys understand what I mean. Electricity in Dragon Ball has always looked very specific later in the series. Here it looks a little bit more digital, obviously. The animation's not hand-drawn anymore. It's done digitally. But aside from that, guys, the animation was pretty lackluster in this episode. It was still an enjoyable episode, however, though. But the animation just really was just off-putting, really, to be quite honest. And there's one scene where me and my friend were joking, and he says that it's a shot of Goku, and it looks like he has 2 teeth almost. And he said that if you made his hair red and put some freckles on him, he would look like a high school bully, or I guess a schoolyard bully. And I just found that hilarious that he even brought that up, because he's right. He looks like a schoolyard bully, and I even kind of joked that he almost looked like SpongeBob with the 2 teeth and stuff. But that's besides the point. There's just some bad animation here, guys. But the thing is that even though it was bad, hopefully we can hope that this is going to be one of the few times they do this. It is very probable that this will happen again, but hopefully very sparingly. But the thing is, I'm not sure how they go about the animation because it is digital now on computers. I'm not sure if that entitles different animation teams to work on it, just like Original Z. That's why the original Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z's animation was inconsistent. But that's the guy like Geekdom 101 to tell you about this, and I'm sure he'll either comment down here or he'll even make his own video. I'm sure he's working on that as well, because this is the kind of stuff that he's good at. I'm not quite as good at naming off different animation teams or knowing what goes down behind the scenes. I'm just giving my thoughts on what I would hope for and what I think is going on, because I don't know myself. Maybe they have one animation team with a new digital style, because it hasn't been around for that long with Dragon Ball, so I don't really know how exactly it works. But the animation just was pretty unacceptable for 2015. Obviously, I'm not saying the original Z, like I said, didn't have bad animation, because it did. It had some bad animation in many parts, guys, and it's just unacceptable in 2015 in my eyes. Resurrection F, even though it was a movie, it looked beautiful. There was 1 or 2 scenes where it was like a faraway shot of characters that you do see a little bit of lackluster animation, but those are understandable because they're so far away. We're getting close-up shots here where they just look absolutely terrible, and it's really just unacceptable in my eyes. And I kind of felt a little embarrassed as a Dragon Ball fan at some parts, because it was so consistent and prevalent throughout the episode of how bad the animation was. There weren't too many good shots, really. There's even scenes where, like I said, where nothing's happening. Maybe Beerus is going to say something to Goku. He turns his head like this, and it looks just bad. It just looks really bad, guys. And, I just wanted to share my thoughts on this, tell you what I thought. But also let you guys know that this doesn't mean that the whole series is going to look bad in terms of the fight scenes, because we did see, obviously, the Snake and Goten and Trunks, even though it was a different fight, that looked great. Not to mention the red, well, what Kwame dubs as the red guy, when he fought Beerus, that looked phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal animation there. So I'm not sure. It must have just been this episode, maybe a fluke. I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. You guys got any ideas on what this is? Go ahead and share them. But that's pretty much been it for the video, guys. There's not really much else to say. Like I said, I don't really feel like doing a review on this episode. It was enjoyable. You should watch it still, even though the fight actually was enjoyable. It just didn't look very good for the most part. But I did enjoy it. But other than that, guys, I'd like to thank y'all for watching this video. This is kind of the new setup I'm going to have for my discussions and stuff like that. I'll still use gameplay for, Xenoverse news or any video game news and gameplay videos, all that stuff. But this is a more upfront approach and a more, I suppose, not to sound weird, but a way to kind of, it's a more attractive approach. Yes, not because of my face, but because this is more engaging, is a better word actually. More engaging for you guys and also for newcomers as well. It looks a lot more high quality with the images. I'm not going to use footage still because of copyright, but I don't want to drag this out. This isn't like an update video or anything like that. So I'd like to thank you all for watching this video. Like I said, share your comments. But other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.